Hello everyone, welcome back to another Unreal Engine video. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a turntable. And I'm going to be using my house here. So just for some context, what a turntable is, it's basically a camera that goes around in a circle around a specific object. So that is what I'm going to do with my house here. So to do this, I do want a plugin, which is the Sine Camera Rigs. Now I already have the rig rail and the actor here, so I don't need to apply it. So the rig rail and the actor are the two objects I'm going to use in this sort of turntable. Now, one thing before I start, I just have this black plane, and I only have this because I couldn't. For now, I'm just going to be using this as the sort of the background, the grass, like, what do you call it? Basically just, I'm going to be using this as the outside floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by adding my camera rig rail, and I'm going to put it sort of near the middle of my house, because I want it to start by facing this middle window. Now once I have that, I'm also going to add the camera actor. So I'm going to turn it. So I'm going to add it, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move it up. I'm going to position it, and I'm going to move it back. Now basically what I'm doing here is I'm setting up my start camera. So this is where I want my camera to start. So it's getting the scene of the windows and what's inside the house. Now what I can do is, before I start adding more to this rig rail, I'm going to take my camera and I'm going to drag it onto my rig rail. So now the camera is attached to my rig rail. So if I click on the rig rail and go into details, you can see there is a current position on, it's going to say absolute value. So now if we just move it, you can see the camera also moves along with the rig rail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point, you see this point at the end, and I'm going to press Alt, and I can drag to make a new point. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to start by adding a new point, or I'm going to start by dragging this point up. So what I'm trying to do here is I want to, okay, let me redo this. What I'm trying to do is I want to have my camera sort of go up and down in some places, showing more of the house, showing little of the house. And I also have to do this while putting the camera into a circle. So I'm gonna make a few different points. I'm gonna start by making the circle first. So I'm just making that Now it's okay if it's like a little wonky like this. It doesn't matter too much. You can straighten it out how much you want. So just move this. And then I'll take this point again, Alt. Nope, I'll take this point, Alt, and we're gonna move it. Alt, move it. Alt, move it, and this time I'm going to turn this. And I'm gonna move this. And that's how I want my, what do I call this? This is how I want my next corner to look like. I'm just going to take this. And I'm gonna Alt and move it. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna turn it. So one thing I don't know if I mentioned, these points are for rotating the little point here. And now we can finish this off by adding 1, 2, 3, and then just add back the line that goes like this. And then just move this, make this straight, and I'm going to move this backwards. So now I can just use this, Alt, drag, so let me move this back actually. And then I'm just gonna connect this. Now it's not actually going to connect to the start. I'm just trying to make it so that our effect at the end will make it look like it's looping. So if I go onto the rig rail and use the current position, you can see here there is our camera and it's moving around. Now what I want to do to make the camera face the house, I want the camera to be facing the house at all times. I don't want it, because this is a turntable, I want it to be focusing on the house and not on anything else. I'm going to add a sort of cube. Let's say, let me add a cube here, and we'll put it inside of the house, and we're gonna pull it down. So now it's there. It should be focusing on that point inside of the house. So my next step here is to hide the cube, and I'm gonna click on my camera here, I'm going to go into the details. And this is literally just the first setting option. I'm going to go at look at tracking settings. And I'm going to enable look at tracking. And I'm going to use actor to track. And I'm going to find the cube, which is that. And now all we have to do is move our current position and it will stay looking at the cube the whole time. So my next step is to start moving the camera and the rig rail. So let's say I want to take this point and I'll put it up. Let me move this a little. And I'm going to do the same thing with this point here. I'm just going to move it up. So I'm basically just trying to make it look like the start. So we straighten this out and we move it down. And then now I can take these 2 points and just move them up, move this up. So now if we go into here and I start moving the current position, you can see there's a lot of movement. Now, one thing I do not like is that this does not get the whole house. So I'm going to scale this out to make sure that my whole house is seen throughout the track. So now if I move the current position on the rail and take a point like this, just a random point, you should be able to see the whole house. Let me actually move this a little to the side. Okay, yeah. So I think right now that looks, it's zoomed out enough. Me actually, no, the camera should be in the middle. I don't like where it's at right now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I did with these, I'm just going to, actually let me just pull these up first. These can be a lot higher. I'm just going to do the same with everyone, all of the other ones. So let's say maybe this one, I'll bring it up. And what I want to do is I'll bring these two up. So these two, 1 and 2. And then I did this one here, so I'm just going to move this one now. So let me take this point and I will just bring it up. I'll move this one a little further away. So now if we play this back, you'll see that I actually, no, I don't like this. This is too much, I'd say. So in order to fix that, I want to take away these two on the side. Because what I actually want to do instead is bring all of the points up. So that way I'd rather have this side all facing up. So if I want to move this, maybe put this a little more down, and then here I want to sort of add a point in the middle and bring it up, because I want sorry, I want there to be a point at the back of the house where the whole house is seen from the back, from the top. So let me select this. We'll just move it out a little. So on this side, what I want to do is I'm going to bring this whole side up. Okay, so I'd say this is good. And like the other side, I'll just bring this one down a little. And let me fix the mess here. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to basically, okay, wait. Let me fix this first before I get on to the next step, one of the most important steps. Right, no, bring it up. Okay, so now, let me save first. So now I want to make this into a video. So to do that, what I'm going to do is, see this film button on the top? I'm going to click and add level sequence. Not add level sequence with shots, add level sequence. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it new level sequence. And I'm going to put it in the content folder, save. And you can see there's basically this little keyframe points that come up. And so what I'm thinking, I think I will make the video maybe 20 to 30 seconds. For now, we'll make it 20 seconds. I can make it a lot longer if I want. So 30 FPS, which means 600 frames. So see this? I will change both of these numbers to 600, and what it does is it raises my focus point so I can see further to 600. And this red line here, I'm just going to pull it towards 600, and I'm looking, it says 1 of 601. I'm going to put it at 601 just in case. So now the next thing you want to do is, let me click on this, and okay, so it should be at 0, and I'm gonna, nope, this should also be at 0. I'm gonna click on plus track and actor to sequence, and you can see I have my camera rig rail. Now add your camera rig rail first, and then I'm gonna press track again, actor to sequence, and this time I'm gonna press the camera actor. So you can see that this camera cuts comes up. You can delete the camera cuts and keep both the camera and the camera rig rail. So my webcam is actually blocking it. You can see there, rig rail, camera actor. So what we're gonna do for the rig rail is at 0, I'm gonna go into details. Let me bring this out. And current position on rail is 0. I'm gonna add a keyframe for that property. So I'm gonna go to 600, enter. I'm at 600. I'm gonna go here, and the current position will be 1, and add a keyframe. Okay, let's just watch this. I don't feel... Okay, ooh, whoa. I actually, one thing I want to do is, let me X out of my sequencer. I'm going to bring these up. I don't like that. I don't like that. It does not look good. Remember to do the same for the one over here. I'm just gonna bring it up. And this one, actually, what I want to do is, I'm going to extend this more. Whoa, what happened? I don't know what happened there. Okay, so now that's extended, and I'm gonna click on this, new level sequence. Okay, so it's okay, not the best, but now I'm gonna bring it back to 0, and I'm gonna show you how to export this. So I'm gonna press track again, and this time I'm gonna press camera cut track, and on this camera cut track, I'm going to press I'm gonna do the plus and I'm gonna add it to the camera actor. Now also one thing I did forget to mention was that I'm gonna go to 0 and I'm gonna click transform for the, you see this, the transform for the sign camera actor. I'm gonna press on this button which will add a keyframe, and I'm gonna go to 600 and I will do the same. So now I got that, it looks nice. I'm gonna bring this down. Now what I want to do, I'm going to go into my, so you can't see this, I'm in my projects folder. I'm gonna add a new folder called render, and you will see that when I export this. So what we're gonna do here is, you see this camera symbol that was behind my head. We're gonna click on that, and now we have this. Now I find the easiest way to do this is to make a PNG series, because what you can do with that PNG series is it's going to be a lot more high quality, and you just have to make a sequence in your editing your editing software. So I'm going to press on this and I'm going to go to PNG. No audio, 30 FPS is okay. No custom frame rate, all of this is good. I'm going to change the folder it's in, so I'm going to go to my Unreal Engines. I'm going to go to RigRail, Render, select folder, and then I'm going to capture my movie, save selected. So I have on my other screen here a small preview, and that is what's being rendered right now. And that is what I'm going to put into my editing software. Okay, so now it's done. I'm going to X out of my render movie settings. I'm going to file and save all. So now I have a series of PNGs in my render folder here, as you can see. I have that series of PNGs that I am going to put into my editing software as a photo sequence. So at the end, what I have made is a turntable for my house, and I've shown you how to make this, how do you call it? A camera rig rail for your house or whatever you're making in Unreal Engine. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hello everyone! So in addition to today's Unreal Engine video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the PNG sequence in my editing software, Kdenlive. So I just have a small little tab here if you just want to read what Kdenlive is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file. I'm okay with everything here. And I'm going to click on Project and Add Image Sequence. Now, luckily I already have my rig rail here, PNG. What I want to do here is I'm going to switch it to frames. What this says is every one PNG is equal to one frame. Now I accidentally clicked enter, but there was actually nothing else I needed. So let's see. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut off the two small, I'm going to cut off the two, what is it called? The two frames of black. So now you can see that as an image sequence, I now have the video here. It's just that simple. So now I'm going to file, I'm going to save this as RigRail01, save. Now I'm going to click project and I'm going to render this. So I'm going to render all of this is good. I'm just going to change where it goes. I'm going to put this into my video editing folder, final output, and rig rail 01, save, rendered file. So now we just wait. It's only going to take a few minutes. So let me get up my, yeah, see? So we only have 20 seconds left. Now we have finished it. So I'm gonna bring it up. Let me the rigrail video. It looks pretty good. I like it. Okay, one thing I see the cube. So, okay. So, one thing I think I did not mention in the video was, see the cube here? So, for the cube, what you have to do is you have to go into details, search up render, and you have to click actor hidden in game. So that way, it's only visible when you're not in the game. So if I press Alt P, here, just a small screen. See, the cube isn't there. So basically, that's what I must have missed. And I'll probably just render another video then. But mainly, the image sequence, as you can see, was very high quality. And it made a very nice video. So I made it into a MP4, but I guess I'll just do the actual one with the cube hidden later. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!